Hello. This is my retrospective breakdown, something whatever, of the Sigrun Valkyrie, Queen Valkyrie boss fight thing at the end of God of War 2018. And I just kind of wanted to show my strategy and everything I did. So I start off here by slowing down time and then blasting her with the giant Wrath of the Frost Ancients light runic attack, and then I smash her a bunch with my heavy runic attack. Um, and then I just kind of pack a bunch of hits in as quickly as possible. There was just a random throw there, which didn't need to happen, but I just felt like I should. Whenever she shells up, I try to break it and then use my light runic on my blades, which you see here, and I can usually get that off without her attacking me or anything like that. Using my heavy runic, it does a lot of damage, but I rarely ever find opportunities to use it because it takes so long. You have to just hold up the blades for a while and like waiting for it to actually trigger the thing. And then usually once I get down to right around half health, I would pop my rage, which I have fully upgraded, and I would just try and deal as much damage as possible. And I try to, at the end of the rage, grab a rock to throw, but on that specific one I missed it. This attack is one of those dangerous ones where she can just grab you and pummel you, basically give it, like, making you take unavoidable damage, so you had to roll out of the way for that. Here you see me slowing down time again to blast her with the thing, and then doing the same attack. I think later in the fight she's less keen to like getting staggered by things, so the heavy attack that I did there didn't actually stun her as much as I would have liked, but she didn't end up like attacking. Here you can see me breaking this again and using the blades. I have a build that focuses on strength, runic, defense, and cooldown over everything else. Specifically, I believe my runic is above strength, and my runic is like 100 and something, 170-ish. This attack, you just hold the shield up, and then you have to dodge out of the way for that last one, which is it's a pretty simple one. You just gotta make sure you recognize it when it's happening. And here's the swooping one again. And she can do it 1 or 3 times. I don't think I've ever seen her do it twice. But yeah, it's 1 or 3. And usually she does it more times depending on how far in the fight you are, I believe. And then here you see me slowing down time once again. And it gets pretty stressful. I also purchased a Berserker Resurrection Stone, so that if I were to die during the fight, I can come back with full rage and just kind of beat on her a bunch, which actually ended up becoming a very integral part of my strategy because I couldn't, for the life of me, make it to the end of the fight without dying. So I ended up just relying on the fact that I could respawn as a means of actually winning. And then here you see me mess up. And I was just trying to get as much damage in as possible before I died, because I was on really low health for a long time there, and I was trying to get as much done as I could, and I wasn't really paying as much attention to like the attack as I was to just do damage, and I ended up succeeding in that. And it's at this point in the fight where I get her really low, and then I use my rage and everything, and I start getting really, really nervous because I know I can mess up. I ended up getting the rock off here though, which was good. And then there's this attack which I still don't know how to deal with, really. But I just slowed down time, and then she couldn't really do anything in the fog, so made it a lot easier to take her out like this. And at this point, I didn't know what to do, so I ran up with the thing, staggered her with the health stone, and hit her with the heavy thing, and she wasn't taking damage, like her health bar was like sitting still, and then so I just started hitting her, and I eventually got her like that, and it was incredibly stressful, and it took me a couple hours, 2 or 3-ish, but I eventually got it, and so yeah, enjoy the cutscene.
Thank you, friends. You have saved the Valkyries.
Sigrun, how did this happen?
Mimir, is that you? You've been freed, but...
Freedom comes at a price, milady.
You speak truly. Countless winters we served the All-Father, but only through his union to the Queen did we ever taste the measure of...
But aren't you the queen?
There has only been one queen of the Valkyries, the goddess Freya. When Odin severed her wings, I served in her absence, but it wasn't enough for the All-Father. He used an archaic piece of magic, corrupting my sisters. I tried to contain the damage by imprisoning them in places where they could cause no harm, but soon I lost myself as well.
Sigrun, I'm sorry for being so worthless. I could have done something, or tried at the very least. What will you do now?
I must reunite with my sisters. Together we can restore balance to the realms. You have the eternal blessings of the Valkyries.
Well, we did it, I suppose.
You don't sound very happy about it.
It's difficult to be happy about anything when you're a reanimated head. I'm grateful we were able to set the Valkyries free. But so much of this could have been avoided, if only...
You said it yourself, Ed. It does not matter anymore. The past is the past.
Well, that's awfully cheerful coming from you.
I am in a good mood. The dwarves will make use of this help.
Your dad's a wee bit single-minded, isn't he, lad?
Definitely.